In this video, we'll be discussing the top 5 Pheonix OS mods ranked from worst to best. And at the end, I'll also share a bonus method that you're gonna love as well. So let's get started. So at number 5, we have Meow OS. Yeah, I know the name sounds kinda weird, but don't ignore it because of that. This one is actually made for low-end PCs. Like, if your system struggles with heavy OS mods, this can actually run pretty smoothly. When I tested it, it felt really light. No unnecessary stuff, no heavy UI, just simple and clean. So if we talk about gaming, then yes, you can run some games on it, but don't expect heavy games to work properly. When I tried Free Fire on this OS, it actually crashed. However, other lightweight games were running smoothly without any lag or crashes. So yeah, it's a decent OS, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're planning to play heavy games like Free Fire. It'll just waste your time and data. For smaller, casual apps and games, you can definitely use it. This OS is kind of aggressive with optimization. It removes a lot of background junk so your system can focus more on performance. When I used it, everything felt snappy. Fast boot, quick response, and especially in gaming, you can feel the difference. When I tried Free Fire on this OS, it actually ran quite smoothly. I was getting around 30 to 35 FPS, which is decent enough to play comfortably. There were a few moments where the FPS dropped, but overall the performance was pretty solid. I also tested other games like Into the Dead, Dead Trigger, Traffic Rider, and Bloodstrike, and they all worked really well without major issues. Overall, it's a pretty good OS for mid-range PC users. If you have around 4 GB RAM, it'll give you a solid experience. But if your system is lower than that, then the next OS on the list might be a better choice for you. Whenever someone asks me about the best OS, I usually say Biometrics. But today, I've placed it at number 3 because the next two are way better. Biometrics OS is basically a light version of Pheonix OS, coming in at just 600 megabytes, and its kernel supports almost every type of processor. A big plus is Gear Lock, which lets you tweak your system further. If you don't know what Gear Lock is, I've made a separate guide for it. Talking about the OS itself, it comes with Panda Key Mapper, a premium key mapper, so every game you play has predefined key mappings. I tried Free Fire on it, and the FPS was very smooth, but when it comes to PUBG Mobile, it didn't launch at first. And after fixing a few errors one by one, I finally got it to launch, but then I got this. So guys, if you're thinking about playing PUBG on it, don't bother. But for Free Fire, it is definitely one of the best. Coming in at number 2 is droOS, and here's why. You can play games like PUBG Mobile with pretty decent FPS on mid-range PCs. The fun part is that it also comes with predefined key mappings, so you don't have to set anything manually. When I tried it on a 2 GB RAM PC, I was getting around 25 to 30 FPS. There were a few minor sensitivity issues, and it's possible that if your processor isn't fully supported, Wi-Fi might not work properly. But don't worry, I've made a detailed video guide for Wi-Fi fix that covers all these points. Personally, I haven't faced any major issues yet. If you do run into problems though, the next OS on the list might be a better option for you. And finally, at number 1, we have SuperOS, which truly lives up to its name in terms of performance. You can play Free Fire at 30 to 40 FPS without any extra tweaking. Another great thing is that you won't face any Wi-Fi issues because its kernel variant works comfortably with almost every processor. If you're looking for a reliable OS to try, this one is definitely worth it. So yeah, those were the top 5 Pheonix OS mods I've tried so far. Honestly, I think these are the best versions out there right now. If you want to try them yourself, all the download links are in the description, so go ahead and grab them. Now, I know some of you might be sitting there with a 1 GB RAM PC thinking, well, I'm screwed. I feel you. Trust me, I've been there. But don't worry, I've got a couple of tricks for you too. First up, there's easy fun. It's a cloud gaming site with over 100 Android games, and you get around 6 hours of playtime. The only drawback? Yeah, sometimes you'll hit a waiting list, but it's still better than not playing at all. Then there's Cloud Moon, another cloud emulator. Here you can access both games and Android apps instantly, no waiting lists. The only thing you need is a decent high-speed internet connection, and you're good to go. So if you want to see the full tutorial for these cloud options, click on the video on the left. I'll show you everything step by step.